Hey, what's going on, y'all? How are you doing tonight? Wednesday night. It's cold. It's very cold. If you're in Dallas, Texas, or anywhere in Texas, you know how it feels. Canada brought the weather down here, but that's fine. I like the cold weather. It's a fun time to dress. It's a fun time to pull out the swag, the stuff in the closet. So I want to welcome you guys to our Rethink, Retrain, Rebuild Facebook Live. We do these once a week. We're about to get right back at it. We're getting close to the holiday season. We're getting close to everybody wanting to eat some great food, have a great time, see their families. But part of that is staying healthy and going into 2020 in a great way. So if you are here and that's something you are looking to do, make sure you share this video because we're going to cover something that pretty much every single one of the clients that I've ever trained, personal training clients, or anybody that finds out I'm a trainer, they ask me this question. And that question is, how can I get rid of the fat in my midsection? How can I drop inches around my waistline? Or they want to fit in a certain dress, fit in a certain waist size on their pants. Things change. Life changes, things change, metabolism drops. There are so many things that can happen in life over the years, and that would lead to weight gain, especially around the midsection. So that's what we're going to cover tonight. Some basic general information. Make it nice and simple. No rocket science here. No equations or anything like that to get you to try to understand. We're not even going to cover things like macros and all that stuff. We want to give you simple, easy to apply information that you'll be able to use on a daily basis. So take a second, go ahead and share this post with your friends and family. It's going to be a good one. We're going to have some fun. Make sure you leave some comments below. Let me know what it is that you want to know about, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer your questions about health and fitness. If I don't know the answer, I will get the answer. And then we'll also make a video and pop it up there for not just you, but for everybody else to see. And then just a quick note, make sure you get a chance to go to divinedesignfitness.com, join the email list, because we're going to have some great information that we also share out through our email and our newsletters. So getting right to the point. So again, are you tired of clothes not fitting? Are you tired of, go to button up your jacket or your shirt and it's fine up in the chest, but as soon as you get to the midsection, you can't quite get it. Hopefully it's never popped, the button's never popped off. But I've actually even had that happen where it was fine. Then I went over to bend over and tie my shoes, button pops off. I'll admit it. Yes, it's happened. I was not always focused on health and fitness. Even as a trainer, sometimes we slack off. So, that being said, most of you are here because you want to figure out how to burn fat in the midsection. Well, I'm going to bust that myth for you right here, right now. And I know you might not like me because of what I'm about to say, but I'm only going to speak the truth. You cannot burn fat in a specific area of your body, no matter how many crunches you do, planks you do, whatever it is. You cannot burn fat just in your midsection alone. So part of getting to the goal that you want is making sure that you have the right expectations. So I want to just dispel that myth. You cannot spot reduce fat. It's not going to happen. Your body is its own being. Your body is going to lose fat when and where it wants to. And that is usually determined by genetics, by a whole lot of things. But your body is going to burn fat when and where it wants to. You could work out for 2-3 months and you might not necessarily see any weight loss in your midsection, but you might see weight loss in your face or your arms or your butt or your legs. The key is to keep going. The key is fat loss is fat loss. Wherever it shows up, fat loss is fat loss. We all have some muscles underneath all that fat. And when you want to reduce fat, that's what you should focus on, is reducing the fat. Don't focus on, I always just want to build a whole bunch of muscle, because no matter what, if you don't do the things you need to do to reduce the fat, you're never going to be able to see how chiseled you are underneath all that fat. So again, you cannot spot reduce. Get that out of your head. So what can you do? What can you do to burn that fat? Well, I'm gonna give you a few tips here. Again, nice and simple. One, cardio. Okay. So a lot of people, when you go to the gym, the number one thing you see is everybody on the treadmill or elliptical, walking. They might be on it for 20 minutes. If the gym is strict on their 20-minute on the cardio equipment rule, but you see some people on there for 45 minutes to an hour. I'm not knocking anybody's hustle when it comes to getting in shape. Do you? But again, I'm here to help you get results. You will never see any of my clients walking on the treadmill for 20 minutes in a training session, or probably any other personal trainer. So if I wouldn't do it with my clients, why should you do it yourself? So that being said, focus on, if you're a beginner, if you are a beginner in the fitness, you don't have a strong cardio foundation, yes, go ahead, walk on the treadmill, get your activity levels up. That's how you're going to start building a strong foundation, is walking or being active. But don't stay there. Keep progressing. But again, if you're out of shape, you haven't worked out before, it's been a while, or you haven't gone to the doctor and gotten your physical to make sure you're okay to work out at a higher intensity level, go ahead, walk on the treadmill, ride the bike, get the activity in. But the next step from there, I suggest, as far as cardio, is either interval training or HIIT training, kind of one and the same. But interval training, you're going to, let's say, for example, you have a jump rope or you go for a run. You might run for 30 seconds and then you jog or stop for 20 seconds or 30 seconds. And then you run again for 30 and stop for 30. Now, that's the basic example of interval training. My favorite bang for the buck, the favorite thing that I like to do myself, my clients, is HIIT training. And you will see a lot of things out there with people talking about HIIT training. It is amazing. And you can do it with whatever you want to. You can do it with your body weight. You can do it with weights. You can do it with resistance bands. You can do it anywhere you are. And it doesn't even take a lot of time. 4 minutes, you can knock it out. Even me and my wife have done this before, and we saw some great results. So an example of this would be a Tabata style training, which is 20 seconds on at 100% maximum effort. Again, if you're starting out, I wouldn't start this way, but if you are somewhat experienced in fitness and exercise and you've built a good cardio base, I would try this. So 20 seconds on 100% intensity. And then from there, you will rest for 10 seconds, complete rest. So you might run in place. The basic example would be running in place or high knees in place as hard as you can go with good form for 20 seconds. And then you're going to, at 20 seconds, you're going to stop for 10 seconds. And as soon as this 10 seconds is up, you go right back in 100% effort. Now you do this for 4 minutes. 4 minutes doesn't seem like a lot, but when you have 20-second rounds, you're giving it 100% effort, you're going to see some results. You're going to feel it. And if you don't have a lot of time, you don't have a lot of equipment, and you're looking for the biggest bang for your buck, you can do something like HIIT training. Now, you could also do 20 seconds of high knees, drop down, 20 seconds of mountain climbers, or 20 seconds of push-ups. You can throw whatever you want in there. But it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, all the way through for 4 minutes. Tell me how you feel if you try that, or if you've done it, let me know how you felt after that 4 minutes. Only if you actually gave it 100%. So the next thing, so we got the cardio, HIIT training or steady state cardio. And then the next thing would be strength training. So I'm going to bust out another fact. So many people think that, especially women, I'm sorry, ladies, but there's a very big misconception out there that if you lift weights or you strength train, you're going to get big and bulky. Not going to happen. There's certain things that need to happen within your body hormonally in order for you to gain weight, like I or another man might when we lift heavy weights. Most of the people you see that you appreciate their aesthetic, the leanness, the long, lean look, they lift heavy weights. They spend very little time on the treadmill. They spend very little time just riding a bike. They lift heavy weights. And I'm going to tell you why that's key. And I'm not saying you have to go lift heavy weights right away, but strength training is key. And the reason is there's a thing called epoch effect. No science here. All I'm saying is when you lift weights or do resistance training, whether it's your body weight, resistance, or anything of that fashion, you're going to burn calories for the next up to 8 hours after you stop your exercise. With cardio, I could walk on a treadmill for 45 minutes. The second I stop, hop off that treadmill, I'm no longer burning any calories. Versus if you decide to warm up, do a good workout of resistance training, push-ups, sit-ups, squats, whatever it is, or lift weights, you will burn calories for the next 8 hours off of that workout. I want more bang for my buck. Yes, I like the gym. Yes, I like to work out, but I don't want to be in there all day. So try that. Lift weights and lift weights safely. If you don't know how to lift weights, let me know. I can help coach you through that process, because you definitely want to be safe. And you don't even need weights. You could do this with resistance bands. You could do this with medicine balls. You could do this with sliders. It's all about the resistance. But make sure you put resistance in there, because not only is it good for your muscles, it's good for your bones, it's good for your hormones, it's good all around. We were meant to pick up stuff and put it down, not to just sit down. And I'm not talking about picking up and putting down the remote, your TV remote. And then, so we got strength training. If you want a simple way to do strength training, I'm going to give you the basic movements that you can do to get a whole body workout. And the reason why I say that, whole body workouts are one of the best ways to burn the most fat in the least amount of time. Yes, you can do these body split workouts. So I'm doing chest tries today, legs back today, whatever. That's more of a bodybuilder style. They're sculpting their body. But if you're focusing on burning fat, you want to make each workout count. So you would do a push exercise. That can consist of a push-up. Or if you're in a gym or have a weight equipment at home, a bench press or dumbbell press. Then you would go to the pool. At that point, you can do pull-ups. You can do rows with resistance bands, bent over rows with dumbbells. But you want to work on that pulling motion. The next is squats. So even if you don't have a gym or a weight or anything, you can still do body weight squats to work on that movement. The key when you're doing the squats is make sure your knees do not go out in front of your toes, because you can really hurt your knees that way, and it's definitely an improper way to do a squat. So you do your squats, then you do your overhead. So if you have resistance bands or dumbbells, you could do an overhead press, an overhead military press. And then after your overhead, you would do lunges. You don't need any equipment, but you can use resistance bands or dumbbells for lunges. But you could just do walking lunges. You could do stationary lunges. And again, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me know, and I can do some instructional videos on how to do basic exercises that you can and should be doing. And then after you do your lunges, you would do a hinge movement. An example of that would be good mornings or deadlifts. But you really want to work your lower back and your glutes and your hamstrings with that hinge movement. Is going to work the posterior chain and also prevent you from having back pain throughout life, either now or later on in life. But again, you have to be safe. Put that out there as much as possible. Be safe. Don't try something if you don't know how to do it. I'm here for you. Other trainers are here for you. We just want to make sure you do it and do it right. But those movements, if you do those movements, a push, a pull, a hinge, a squat, an overhead, and a lunge, and you can do that 2 to 3 days a week and then stay active those other days, I'm telling you, you're going to see results, but you need the activity to see those results. So we got the strength training part. The next thing is nutrition. I tell all my clients this, and honest with you, I have to tell myself this as well quite often. You can out-train a bad diet. You cannot out-train a bad diet. There are so many people out there who are like, oh, I ran a mile, let me go over here and get this. I'm not saying don't enjoy your food, But you can't go work out and then go to In-N-Out every day. You can't work out and go get that Popeyes chicken sandwich every day, because Popeyes is going to win. And you might get in a fight trying to get the chicken sandwich, and you definitely, that just defeats all the purpose. But you might be stronger. You might be able to run faster if you've been working out to get the chicken sandwich. But that being said, okay, somebody wants to demonstrate the movement, and I will make sure I demonstrate that for you. Is there any, what was that, Nanette? Let me know if there's any specific movement that you want me to demonstrate. And then if I can't demonstrate it right here, right now, I will shoot a video specifically demonstrating how to do that movement. But thanks for the comment, Nanette. Nutrition. Basic key factors. Increase your water intake. Increase your water intake. It's as simple as that. Don't have to get into the science. Increase your water intake. The other parts, try to stay away from high sugar foods. Fat does not make you fat. I'm going to repeat that. Fat is not necessarily the thing that makes you fat. Sugar and starches, unused sugars and starches, are the things that accumulate and build fat stores. So, what I mean by that is processed foods are high carbs, potatoes, pastas, which I love Italian food, but just can't really get rid of it. I'm from California. I love French fries. I love a good carne asada fry for any of my people from San Diego, but can't have it. It's not good for you. Maybe just that one day a month or every once in a while. But other than that, you want to keep your diet to green leafy vegetables, things that have good antioxidants, and they're going to feel good. And then you got your proteins, but also don't just focus on eating a bunch of protein. I know when people do the keto diet, which I've tried, I do like it, and I will get into that on why you should or shouldn't do it. But when they do that, I can eat all the bacon I want. This is heaven, and I'm losing weight. You still have to be conscious of your cholesterol. You still got to be conscious of the internal things that are going on in your body. You don't want to just get skinny and then have a heart attack. You want to get healthy. So again, before you make any changes, seek a physician, go to the doctor, get your physical, see where you already stand, and then go from there. I know me personally, my cholesterol is low, so the keto diet I think works well for me, because I have extremely low cholesterol and I have that buffer room to go up and still be nowhere near anywhere worried. The doctor wouldn't be worried. But if you have a higher cholesterol level, definitely want to play around with that. But again, every diet doesn't work for everybody. So know yourself, know your body. Now, the other thing is food allergies. Food allergies can actually prevent you from burning fat. And the reason is food allergies can eventually turn to inflammation. Inflammation is swelling, and then swelling can lead to bloatedness and increased fat gain. So if you have the ability, do a food allergy test. Go to the doctor. Ask for a food allergy test. You can also get them online. But if you don't get in a fight at Popeyes, isn't that considered cardio, Jason? I guess that's considered cardio, man. That's like we going back to that whole fight or flight days. But yes, that's cardio. That's not the cardio I suggest. But I guess that's a good form of HIIT training, good form of interval training. No pun intended. But that's funny, Jason. What's up, man? How you doing? I have to hit you up. I got to hit you up soon. So again, do a food allergy test. Order it, check it out, see what it is. Take some of the things one by one out of your diet. See how your body reacts. If your body reacts okay with it, it's okay to add it back in. If it doesn't react well with it, and you start feeling different, things like that, you probably don't want to have it in your diet. The next thing would be making sure you get adequate protein, because you definitely don't want to lose muscle in this process of burning fat. A lot of times some people will cut calories, which is understandable when it comes to burning fat, but the main thing you should do is focus on cutting sugars, high protein, and green veggies, and you'll start to notice you won't even be as hungry as you thought you used to be as well, because the vegetables and the protein will fill you up. But it's a change. Last but not least is rest. Rest, rest, rest. I'm telling you guys, I've written a couple of blogs about it. I've done videos about it. But rest. You have to make sure that you get your rest. It's a hormonal thing as well. So if we do strength training like we talked about, we did HIIT training, you're going to be tired. If you do not allow your body to rest, your body's not going to be able to heal itself. And it can't heal itself. It's going to start, for lack of a better term, turning against you. And then that's when you start seeing people overtrain. And that's a term in the industry where no matter what you do, your body literally just starts fighting against you because you put it through too much stress. So me personally, that's why I work out 3 days a week on strength training. I used to do 5. My body performs better at 3, and I might do HIIT training on 2 other days and then relax and just kind of have a active lifestyle on the weekends. But if I start to lift weights heavy every day, it doesn't do my body good. And again, this is relative to where you are as a person. I'm just sharing with you what I have done. But make sure you get your rest. Try to get 8 hours of sleep every day. Make sure you allow your body just to decompress. The reason being is workouts, high stress, any of that, or going to Popeyes and waiting in that line is going to raise your cholesterol levels. Your cortisol levels. Your cortisol levels is going to be is going to cause the exact opposite effect that you want. That cortisol is going to make your body store fat. You could even increase your cortisol levels by working out too much. So you're defeating the purpose by working out too much because your body won't be able to burn fat because of the hormones. So again, make sure you get your rest. Make sure you get your sleep. And I'm preaching to myself right here, but it's not just your body rest, it's your mental rest. Try to limit yourself from stressful environments, stressful people. Stressful people can make you fat. I'm not saying that. Take that back. But eliminate stress as much as possible because it's just not good for you. Stress can literally kill you. So again, this is just basic information that we're covering. This is Rethink, Retrain, Rebuild with me, Marin Ellis, and Divine Design Fitness. I just want to make sure you guys get the truth about health and fitness, the things that are going to help get you started the right way. And that's what I'm talking about here, and that's a keyword, get started the right way. Yes, I used to work out all the time when I played football, ran track, and stuff like that. I now cannot just jump into the stuff I used to do because I would hurt myself. No matter what you did in the past, make sure you start the right way. Start with a good understanding of where your current health is. Start simple and easy. If you're doing strength, start with maybe 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps, depending on how much weight you're using. But just start there. Try a workout routine for a month, and then that next month, change it. Don't do the same thing over and over again, because again, that's another thing that will prevent you from burning a lot of fat. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, your body gets used to it. Once it gets used to it, it doesn't require as many calories to do it because your body can remember what it is. That's the reason why if you worked out like crazy, you've done it, you no longer get sore, and then you go work out with your friend who has a completely different workout style, and you do it, and the next day you feel like you can't walk. Why? Yes, you were in shape, but your body got used to what you were doing. You threw something else new at it, it didn't know what to do. So, but you also burn more calories in that workout. So switch it up. Allow yourself to master the workout for a month, and then move it to the next one. There's a great programs that I've done for people where we just break it up the year into quarters or 3-month increments. Sorry, not quarters, but 3-month increments in different phases. And then the fun thing is once you start that next phase over, month 1, month 2, month 3 is phase 1, 2, 3. Then you start back in month 4 at phase 1. You're stronger, you're leaner, and you're more dangerous when it comes to that next phase 1 because you've leveled up. So again, this is a journey. You just keep pushing. Now, again, we're going to come either every Tuesday or Wednesday night, 8:30, for the Rethink, Retrain, Rebuild. Let me know what exercises you want to learn about. I will do them. I will put them out there. Visit my YouTube channel, Divine Design Fitness, or the website, divinedesignfitness.com. And then there's links to either my Facebook account, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I just want to know what you guys want to hear. We got some great stuff coming your way very, very, very soon in 2020. And let me just put this out there, guys. 2020 is literally almost a month and a half away. For me, I'm a man of faith, and I truly believe that 2020 is a year of clarity and a year of vision. And not just because, 2020 vision, yes, that's a big part of it, but I firmly believe that everyone's purpose, everyone's destiny, and everyone's path will become clearer in 2020. But part of being able to live a life of purpose, follow that path, and have that clarity is being in shape to do it. When Jesus and the disciples were out preaching the gospel to people, they didn't have cars, they didn't have planes, they walked. They were in shape. They were physically able to be a part of the ministry. You each have a calling. You each have a purpose. And being in physical shape to achieve that purpose is key. And when you can align that purpose with your physical practices, I'm telling you, you will start to see things change physically, spiritually, and mentally like you've never seen them before. So that's all I'm going to say about that. It's time to get ready to start now for 2020. Scratch that January 2nd, I'm going to the gym. It's time to get your mind right now, which is the reason why we call it Rethink, Retrain, Rebuild. First, you got to rethink it. We'll focus on the retraining part January 2nd. And don't party too hard January 1st. We'll focus on that January 2nd. We'll get you right. But right now, it's focused on getting your mind right for transformation. And again, we're going to holler at you next week, next Wednesday, 8:30. Let me know between now and then what you want to see, and I'll make sure I get it to you. But I appreciate you guys spending your Wednesday night with me, and I will talk to you soon.